When we think of the Cold War, most of us picture tense summits, spies, and nuclear arsenals. But much of the real struggle was fought far from strategy rooms, in some of the harshest landscapes on Earth. Picture frozen tundras, snow-covered mountains, and remote outposts where temperatures routinely plummeted well below zero. Here, survival wasn't guaranteed by bullets or tanks. It depended on grit, discipline, and the simplest of tools, the ration tin. For soldiers stationed in these inhospitable regions, every calorie counted, and a single meal could mean the difference between life and death. Conventional military rations, which worked fine in temperate climates, failed spectacularly in extreme cold. Fats and carbohydrates burn much faster when the body is constantly fighting to maintain core temperature. A soldier who might need 3,000 calories per day in moderate conditions could suddenly require 4,500 to 6,000 just to stay warm. Ordinary canned goods became solid blocks of ice. Chocolate shattered into shards. Water froze unless carried inside clothing layers to preserve body heat. These challenges forced military planners to rethink every aspect of food supply. Meals weren't just for nourishment, they were survival tools, carefully engineered to keep soldiers functioning under extreme stress and cold. Both the United States and the Soviet Union developed specialized rations to meet this need. The U.S. RCW, or ration, cold weather, focused on freeze-dried meals, high-fat snacks, and powdered drinks that could be prepared using either hot or cold water. The Soviets relied on compressed high-fat bricks made from grains, sugar, and animal fats, often paired with canned stews rich in tallow. Scandinavian NATO allies took inspiration from local survival techniques, prioritizing smoked meats, fat-heavy dairy products, and biscuits that could remain edible at temperatures as low as -40 degrees Celsius. These rations weren't just about calories, they were a physiological strategy, designed to release energy over hours, thaw quickly, and support extended exertion in freezing conditions. Modern survivalists unknowingly borrow many of these principles when packing nut butters, chocolate, or freeze-dried meals for winter expeditions. One key lesson learned over decades of Arctic warfare is the importance of fat. While carbohydrates burn quickly and provide short bursts of energy, fats release calories slowly and steadily, helping to sustain body heat for hours. Almost every Cold War cold weather ration included items like cheese spreads, butter biscuits, pemmican-style meat bricks, or lard-based stews. For today's adventurers, the application is simple. Eating a high-fat meal before sleep can prevent shivering, while mixing peanut butter with oats mimics the slow-burning energy Cold War soldiers depended on during long, freezing night watches. Rations had to be practical in the field even when frozen. The U.S. RCW used lightweight freeze-dried pouches, thawed by body heat or rehydrated with melted snow. Soviet and Warsaw Pact forces preferred compact tins warmed over small smokeless fuel tablets, reducing the risk of detection by enemy thermal sensors. Scandinavian troops often carried rations inside their clothing, letting body heat soften the food gradually during long marches. This approach emphasizes a universal principle. Warmth is a resource. By using body heat wisely, soldiers and modern survivalists alike can conserve energy, reduce preparation time, and ensure that food is edible when it's needed most. Beyond nutrition, rations were also a tactical tool. In Arctic conflicts, any unnecessary flame could reveal a patrol's position. Meals had to be edible cold, requiring minimal preparation. Soldiers on week-long reconnaissance missions relied entirely on compact, calorie-dense foods, carefully rationed like fuel for a machine. Modern winter campers can learn from this, managing calorie intake strategically fast-burning carbs in the morning, nuts or cheese throughout the day, and slow-burning fats at night mirrors the rhythm followed by Cold War soldiers. Military planners understood that logistics could determine victory or defeat in Northern Europe, Siberia, or the Arctic. A well-fed soldier could march, climb, and fight. A hungry, freezing soldier became a casualty. Rations became part of broader doctrines for long-range patrols, including the U.S. Army's LRPs, Soviet Spetsnaz teams, and NATO Arctic units. Meals needed to be silent, compact, calorie-rich, and low-waste, allowing forces to move efficiently in extreme conditions. Even today, Cold War rations offer lessons for survivalists. Energy management matters as much as gear. If you're trekking in winter or camping at altitude, start with fast-burning carbohydrates to fuel morning activity. Maintain energy with dense, calorie-rich snacks like nuts or cheese. End the day with slow-burning fats, preparing your body for overnight heat loss. Additionally, storing food close to the body or using insulation techniques can prevent freezing, just as soldiers used clothing layers to maintain rations usability. If you wanted to replicate a Cold War-style ration today for winter expeditions, here's a step-by-step approach. Pack to freeze-dried meals per day for high carbohydrate intake. Include high-fat items such as nut butters, cheese blocks, and dense chocolate. Choose a few foods that can be eaten frozen. Add powdered drinks for rapid hydration and electrolytes, even when water is locked in ice. This mirrors the exact strategy used by soldiers operating on the frozen edges of the Cold War world. The overarching lesson is clear. Cold is not an environment, it's an enemy. Understanding how Cold War armies approached survival through rations teaches anyone camping, trekking, or prepping that metabolic planning is as important as equipment. History shows us that the smallest tools, calorie-dense, well-designed meals affin, determine success or failure in extreme conditions. If you found this exploration valuable, subscribe to In the Beginning for more history-driven survival insights. And share it with friends who want to uncover the hidden strategies that shaped the Cold War.